Hi Flosstube, I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner. Welcome to our Spooktober plans video. We have a lot to show you today. We got inspired by Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches to do a similar sort of thing that she's doing. We both have a main project that we want to get finished during the month of October.
Yep.
And then we have a focus piece. Thank you. That was the word I was missing. And then we're both going to do a wheel spin like Adelaide does each day in October to see if we can work on some additional projects.
Yeah. We did this last year.
We did.
And it worked really well. So we're going to continue it this
We're going to do it again. So we won't be filming.
Fingers crossed.
Adelaide she'll do daily videos throughout October for hers, but because there's two of us and we don't get together that often, we won't be doing that. But we will be posting on Instagram what we are working on. So if you're not already following us on there, jump on over and give us a follow, and you'll be able to see what we're working on each day throughout the month of October.
And then for the reveal of what we've done, you'll have to tune into our Flosstube because we won't be revealing on Instagram.
No, that's right.
Where we're up to.
We will show our progress in our regular fortnightly videos.
Yeah.
And we will do a wrap up when we're finished.
Yep.
So,
bing, bang, boom.
Speaking of our focus projects, do you want to show yours first? Because yours is continued over from last year.
Yeah, sure. So mine is called Halloween Calendar and it's by Tiny Modernist. And I was inspired by Adelaide to start this last year.
Enabled.
Yes. And I started it just a couple of days before October started because I wanted to try and get the frame done. However, my plan was to do one a day in October last year.
Which is what Adelaide did.
Yes. But because I was struggling with getting the frame done, I kind of lost track and then the train derailed.
So this is the year to get it finished. Yes.
The train's been fixed up, put back on the track.
So you're going to be working on this one daily?
Yes. So this is my focus. So my goal is to finish this piece on the 31st of October. So I've worked it out that I need to do 340 stitches per day to do that.
Wow.
Which is achievable.
Yeah. You're just going to do one block a day, or are you going to go over if you need to? I'm
going to try and, because I'll put up a picture here of where I am at currently. So I'm halfway through block 7. So what I'm going to do is on day 1, I'm going to finish block 7, see how many stitches that is. If it's 100 stitches, then I'll look at how many stitches are in block 8.
Yeah. And
if there's 200 or something similar around the 340, I'll do all of 7 and 8 on the first day.
Okay. So it'll depend how many stitches are in each square.
Now, I possibly, if I did one each day, because I'm already up to day 7, I could get it finished beforehand. But because there's other projects going on as well, in between. I don't want to pressure myself. I don't want to, if I get sick or something, I don't want to have that pressure. So by the 31st of October, I want it finished.
Yeah.
So I should say.
So,
but I don't want to leave a motif half done.
Yeah.
So, for example, block 15 is full coverage. So it's black with all the eyes. So it's going to be well and truly more than 340.
Maybe that can be one of our craft days or stitchy meetups or something that you do that one.
So I already have a plan with that one. I'll do the number 15 and the eyes first, and then I can just fill in.
Fill in the black. Easy peasy.
But some of them, like possibly the eyeball, might be sort of around the 300 mark.
Might be fairly quick.
So 27, a lot less than 300, but there's backstitch.
Yeah.
So it really just depends, but I don't want to have a day, a number on the calendar, half done.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
I will try my best to do the 300. And if I go over the 340, then that just means the next day I don't have to do 340.
Yeah, you can do a bit less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm starting at 38% on that one.
Okay. Cool.
Yours?
My focus for October is also a Halloween calendar. It is 31 Days of Halloween by Romy's Creations. So I got this one not that long ago when she had a sale on, and I have got all the frame done, ready to go. So I'm stitching this one on a DMC Charles Craft 14 count Ada, and it is called Sandstorm. And I'm using my unknown threads on it, and I started it on the 3rd of August this year because I wanted to get the frame done before we got to October. And my plan for this one is to stitch one block each day, and not necessarily in the order that they come, because mine are not numbered, most of them, except for the 31st. So I will just pick and choose depending on how much time I have on that particular day. If I'm short on time because we've been out and about and I haven't had a lot of stitching time during the day, I'll just pick a smaller one and fill it in. And then on days when we have craft or stitching meetup or something, and I will have a good chunk of time, I will do the ones that have more stitches. There is one that's almost full coverage as well in this one. So yeah, that'll probably be a stitching meetup one or something.
So we both have one square that's basically full coverage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I loved working on this. I just love it. And yeah, there's some variegated threads and everything in there. So
nice.
Quite excited to get that one done as my daily stitch.
Lovely.
So the next whip that we're going to talk about is one we both started in October last year, literally on the 31st of October, just to get it in our Spooktober for last year.
Yeah.
It is called Flying Lesson, and it's from Silver Creek Samplers. And we both started in different places.
Yes, and you're doing the green version, I'm doing the purple version.
Yes. So Rose switching out her colours, I'm using the called for colours. And I started in the middle and you started at the top.
I did.
Yeah. So
just to be different.
I've got mine here, but Rose will be putting as a photo. So I've managed to get the words fly by night in on mine.
And I've managed to get dusk to dawn and part of the moon, and I've fully got the bat in.
Yeah. So I'm stitching mine on a pale green Ada 16 count that I got from Panic Lane Designs. It was in like a mixed bag that I picked up at a retreat. It had 3 different green fabrics in it. And I just thought with the green in this pattern, this would look nice for the background.
Yeah.
And I have actually done some of the green in between the words up there. So it does actually show up okay on this fabric, which is great.
And then I'm doing mine on Rustico. As Kylie just said, I've changed mine to the purple. So where Kylie's will be green, mine will be purple. And then,
as you can see by the words at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a goal for this one for 50%, and I'm starting at 12.02%. And the lovely Jess helped us out at Stitchy Retreat, and she helped me work out what I need to stitch each day. So for this one, I need to put 64 in each day.
Yeah.
To get it to that goal.
Well, then mine would be less than that because I'm at 23.07% of mine.
Yeah.
So
if you went for 50%, then yours would be less.
Yeah. Well, I'm nearly halfway to that already.
Because you're almost double what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've worked on mine since last year.
Yes. Yeah.
I've worked on a couple of times this year.
Yeah.
That was Flying Lesson.
Yep.
Okay, so another whip that I'm doing that I started in our Spooktober plans last year is 3D Haunted House, and that is from Notorious Needle, and it was free when you signed up to the emails from them. And I'm stitching it on a 10 count clear plastic canvas, which Sarah did hers on a 14 count. So mine will just be a little bit bigger, and that's okay because it'll be easier to see in the background.
Yeah.
I started this one on the 17th of October last year, and I got the plastic canvas from the Nest, and I'm using the called for DMC colours, and I think I'm stitching like 4 strands. So that's why I made a note. So
here's a close up.
Yeah, I would like to get this one moving further along. It's a lot of fun, and I want to get the finish done so we can, sit it up behind us somewhere.
Yes. We've put a couple of our decorations up today. If I move my hat out the way.
we will have more.
We'll have more next time.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the 3D haunted house, and then another. While we're on my plastic canvas ones, this one is Stay Spooky, and it is from Cute Embroidery by Kate. It was in the 2024 Halloween Just Crossstitch magazine. So this one, because it is a lot of blue, I am.
You don't say.
I decided to use the blue canvas that I picked up when we went in, to Cairns. Mm-hmm. Cairns Create was the shop.
Yes.
And I picked up blue canvas at the time, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But then I saw this pattern come out, and I was like, that's perfect. So this one's actually 14 count canvas in the pale blue, and I'm just using my unknown threads on that one. But I've used glow in the dark floss for the ghosts.
The ghosty. Close up.
There's one there. There's another one to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be using the glow in the dark threads for that, and I will not be stitching the spiders. I will never be stitching the spiders on anything. I'll always swap it out.
So where the spiders are you just going to make it pumpkin?
No, I'm just going to leave them out because there's not heaps of space.
Yeah. Are you just going to make it the blue background?
I might put another star or something in there that's on there, but yeah.
Or a bat, a little bat, maybe?
Maybe another bat. We'll see. I will think about that between now and
there you go.
Whenever that happens. When I get that far.
Alrighty, the next one for me has been one of the ones I've really, really liked working on. So it's called Halloween Spooktacular, and I've worked on it this year. So this one for me is by Little Dove Designs, and it's in the Crossstitch October 2020 issue 362 in the magazine, or you can get it on Etsy. My goal for this one is 50%. I'm starting at 26.11%, and it means I have to do 170 stitches a day.
You're going to have some long days.
Yeah. But as I've putting it out there, I know I'm not going to get all my goals done on all of them. So I'm setting goals so I have something to achieve, aim for. So a goal is something that you want to work towards.
Yes, yes. And plans are subject to change. Just, putting that little fine print in there.
Disclaimer down the bottom. Plus, we're also relying on a wheel spin. So if the wheel doesn't spin it, we're not stitching it.
We probably won't be doing it because, I am allowing repeats on my wheel. Yeah, you are too.
I am too.
So we might end up with multiple days of the same project and none of another. So we'll see how it goes.
I mean, in a perfect world, I'd get to touch all of them.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So this particular one, Halloween Spectacular, I have used the glow-in-the-dark thread so far on the skeleton and the banner saying spell in progress, which you will see in the photo. I will be adding more glow-in-the-dark to the ghost and also the skulls down the bottom. The two ghosts up the top and the skulls down the bottom.
Glow-in-the-dark thread's so much fun.
Yes. I actually don't mind it if, I'm sitting down prepared and all the things, and I'm in a calm mood. Like if I'm stressed, I'm like,
yeah, no, we don't want the glow-in-the-dark thread. It can split and stuff. So I found shorter lengths works well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a bit of thread magic maybe.
Now this one has a few beads as well, so I'm not even going to worry about the beads until the very, very end. But I will be doing backstitch as I go.
Very good.
Okay.
All right.
Your turn.
Back to me.
Flip it back to you.
So this one is Gothic Witch, which thanks to one of our viewers, Rose, we named her Hazel.
Yeah.
And she's from Digital Patterns World on Etsy.
Yeah.
And I just love her. And I love working on this one too. I'm stitching this, because she's full coverage, I'm stitching it on a 14 count white Ada. And I started on the 9th of October last year. Maybe I should be doing anniversary stitching.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
That would be cool. She's full coverage, and I'm using the called for DMC. I've done a couple of days of her this year. So I'd like to get some more progress done on her. I'd like to, maybe get past the background. Would be nice, but we'll see. So, yeah, she's at 6.12%. It's going to take a while for that one. So the next one I have to show is a stitch along with Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches. This is from her Orange Fabric Halloween sale.
Yes, that's it. You got it.
Oh, sometimes I get it wrong. So this one is called Witch's Hollow. It's from Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I'm stitching it on a 20 count orange even weave that I had in my stash. It came in a mystery bag once. And I was like, what am I going to do with this orange fabric? And then Adelaide put up this sale and Ro bought me this pattern. And I'm just like, yep, done.
Perfect.
So I'm stitching this 4/2.
Yes, you are.
Because it's the equivalent of 10 count. So, you know, I tried it with 3 and it just didn't fill it in enough. So I've had to go 4. So I started this one on Adelaide's birthday because it was her birthday sale, and it was the 22nd of July this year. And I'm using the Call for DMC colours in it. And I am at 4.75% of this one. So I would really love to get it moving along again too. I really like working on it. It's a nice one. And I'd like to get that full coverage section at the top done. So that I can move on to other things. So that's Witch's Hollow.
Yes. Okay, so the next one for me, another whip, is The Sorceress by Joan Elliott. And I fell in love with this one.
It's very pretty.
When I saw it on Catkin Lily. So that's where I got enabled for this one. She's a big fancy lady. Yeah.
We always blame somebody else.
That's it, yeah. With good vibes. We're blaming people with good vibes, you know, not blaming people for,
Yeah. So we might not have seen it otherwise.
Yeah. And then you get drawn to it and, you know, next thing you know, it's in your whip pile. All right, so by Joan Elliott, I've got the paper pattern for this one. My goal is 25% or the 2 bottom pages in markup. So she's a massive fancy lady. She's got lots of beading, lots of backstitch, all the things going on. I'm starting at 3.87%, and it means I would be doing 140 stitches a day if I got to my goal. So let's see how we go with that one.
I'd love to work out at the end of this how many stitches total you need to do over everything every day.
Well, I can work that out if you give me a few minutes, and we can come at the end of this and we can tell them. I just have to do some math.
I am not setting goals for myself. I'm just going to do my wheel spin, and when it comes up, I'll work on it for that day.
Yeah.
The only one I have actual goals for is my 31 days. I find
I work better when I have a goal to strive towards,
See,
because
for me, it just
otherwise it's like I could spend, you know, however long. And some days when I'm finished and I look at it, I'm like, oh, I could have done 2 more stitches and I've already put it all away. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or some days it's like, wow, I did that many stitches?
Yeah. I have days like that too. But yeah, the only one I've got goals for is my 31 days of Halloween to do the block each day. And then if I get to touch any of my other ones, then that's awesome. I'm getting around 4 to 6 hours a night. If everything goes smoothly. If I have things to do, prep for the next day or things like that, then that eats into that time. So, I have children that eat into my time.
And you go to bed a lot earlier than I do.
Because I have children that that wake up at the crack of dawn.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm so glad I know that.
So, yeah, I don't get a lot of time. But,
so back to the Sorceress. This is the one that
off track.
Yeah.
We do that.
We do that. We have to try and keep ourselves on track. So I've only stitched on her once this year. Well, one time we've shown on Flosstube. I don't know how many days it was. So I really, really, really want to get back to her. And I'm in amongst all the purples at the moment. So it's quite easy to stitch on her.
Oh, you're having your dessert first.
I am. You know how I normally say you got to eat your vegetables first before your dessert? I've started hearing other floss tubers saying that now. And I'm like, oh, someone's been listening to me. Yeah, cool. But yes, I'm having my dessert first.
Yeah. Well.
I'll eat my vegetables later. I've got to eat them sometime to get the pattern finished.
Yep, that's right. Okay.
Alrighty, so that's all for her.
All right.
Next one.
So I started this one last year. It's Halloween Quaker from Lila's Studio. I bought it off Etsy and I'm stitching it on a 20 count Ada It's called Turbulent from Paddock Lane Designs. And I'm stitching this 1/1 because the called for was a 40 count fabric over 2. So I am stitching it on 20/1, so it'll be the same size.
Yeah.
It has quite a number of stitches, but it's not huge. If that makes sense. So I started this on the 19th of October last year, and I've substituted some of the threads because they use classic Colourworks or whatever in it. And I didn't have any of those at the time. So I'm just using the DMC conversions or some of my own I've swapped in to get the variegateds and that sort of thing. But I really love doing this one. So
this is a whip for Kylie.
It is.
And it's a new start for me.
It will be.
So I will be starting this one at our Maroochydore cross-stitching retreat that we're going to on the 31st of October. And again, I will be starting in the middle. So I'll start on the moon first, work my way up to the witch, and then try and get her filled in as much as I can. We'll see how we go with that.
Maybe I should work my way towards the witch and the moon.
Yeah? Because you're not that far off it, because you've done the
away.
hat, which is next to the moon.
Yeah.
So you could
I
always
could potentially jump across and do it.
Yeah,
We'll
and then
see.
we could both be stitching on the witch at the...
Maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe.
There's the plan.
Yeah.
So I got the paper pattern here. So I'll just show you. Kylie's here. So that's what we're talking is going across to the moon, work down, and then we can both work on the witch together. So my goal for that one is 5% because it's only one day I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So that equals 900 stitches. Now, if I get 900 done at retreat...
Yay!
Well, the likelihood of me getting 900 done at the retreat?
Not high. Especially
not
the
so
first day because it's not a full day.
Yes. And I also have a shop to run and there's bits of, set up and all the things and everybody wants to buy on the first day. So
yeah. So mine's at 13.91%. So we'll see how far I get.
Mine's at 0%.
Yours is at 0. That's okay.
Yes.
Because I already started mine.
That's right. Yeah.
Nearly a year ago. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I should show you the fabric I'm working that one on.
Oh, yes, please.
I made myself a bag. So this is my bag.
She made me one like that too.
Yeah. Kylie's got one. And then I made a charm and Kylie made me a charm. I don't know. Can you see it?
Just.
Can't really see what I'm doing here. Right. And then I'm using the DMC threads, the ones that they've...
the conversions.
That's it.
Yep.
And I'll be stitching mine on a 16 count Stormy Ada by Paddock Lane Designs.
So yours will be a bit bigger than mine too.
So it's coming up a bit grey in the camera.
But it definitely has purple to it.
A purple tinge, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see how different they're going to look.
Yeah.
Mine's a darker fabric.
It is.
Yeah.
And as I said, yours will end up being a bit bigger than mine because mine's
yes, because yours equivalent to 20. Yeah.
It is 20.
Oh, it is 20 count. Yeah. Next,
we are both planning new starts, and we're going to show them together because they are both Nora Corbett designs.
So we're doing a sale with them.
We're doing a bit of a sale, even though we're doing different ones.
Yes,
they are both Nora Corbett's.
Yes.
So I'm stitching Eva, and Ro is stitching
Gwen. Hang on.
Gwen's got a bit of
there
a
we
offer.
go.
So they're the two we're going to start as a sale together.
Yep. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
I love it when we have a sale together because it's like, how much have you done?
Yes, I know. And we haven't got the numbers for the stitch numbers for Gwen as yet because Ro hasn't put her into markup just yet.
Yeah.
But
in the progress of happening.
yeah. So once we do, it'll be great to see how similar the numbers are because Ro's got to stitch a bit of background.
Yes.
But
with the fence.
Yeah.
And the flowers and there's beads in the flowers.
Yeah. And then
whereas you don't have the background.
I don't have the background, but I've got, you know, a lot of dress and a broomstick to do that you don't have. So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
Now, are you doing call for colours?
I am using the call for DMC colours. There is some beads required, and
Worry about that later?
I worry about that later. Yeah. Because I have a lot of seed beads, so I may just like use some of them and see what works and what fits.
Yes.
Because I'm not stitching it on the same size fabric they suggest.
Yeah.
They suggest 32 count, although they do say an alternate fabric is a 14 count. The one I have is this one from Sew It All Australia.
Look at that moon.
Because I will have to work out exactly where I'm going to put her, because I want, you know, obviously her coming in under the moon. And it'll look like she's actually flying in the full moon sky.
So you can see what she's saying.
Yeah.
So the head will probably come
in over there somewhere. Because I mean, it's definitely longer than I need it to be.
Yeah.
And it's wide enough. So I have checked it and triple checked it. So it's a 28 count even weave, and it's called Haunted Moon from Sew It All Australia. I'm not sure if they still have it available or not. So that was my Mother's Day present.
Yeah. Alrighty. So with mine, I'm stitching on Witch's Brew 32 count even weave from Paddock Lane Designs. And this is it here. And I love Witch's Brew. It's the purples that grab me. And I put on Instagram and Facebook. I think that was the only two places. And I asked around about the colours, because I wanted to change it from the sort of lime green colour. And I had blues or teals, and I went with the teals because when we pulled out all these other colours that are involved in the pattern, the blues just didn't sit right.
No,
on this fabric.
I didn't think they did either.
So, and it, you know, it was about 50-50 between the two. Like there was the blue camp and the green camp.
Yeah.
So I've changed the colours to that, and I'm keeping it in my new project bag that I got from the retreat, the twinning one that I had with Adelaide.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yes, it gets a workout now. Because that's one of the ones that we will be focusing on. So
trying to.
Yes.
It's on the wheel.
Yes.
We're going to spin, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put all your positive vibes out there for us.
And so another one that we want to start together is called Touch of Magic. And it's from Caterpillar Crossstitch.
That was my little magic, you know.
Magic finger.
Yeah.
Okay. Now our stitch count is going to be slightly different for this one. We just looked at it and worked it out because I'm not stitching the creepy crawly thing.
Under the word black cat.
Yep. So if you know me at all, you know I don't like those things. And I did say earlier I wasn't going to stitch any of them on any of mine.
And for me, I'm not bothered by it.
Yeah.
So
she's.
I mean, I don't like them, but it's not going to bother me.
I don't like looking at them even.
Yeah.
So for this one, I am speaking of Witch's Brew just a moment ago. This is my Witch's Brew fabric, and it is a 14 count opalescent Ada, and again from Paddock Lane Designs, of course. And yeah, it's one of her medium sizes, so it's basically a fat quarter.
And see how different yours is to mine.
They always look different than Witch's Brew, because you've bought a few of them now, and they look different every time.
Yep.
And of course,
and I love them every time they come out.
And this one I got in a mist dye sale.
Yep.
So there are some spots, and depending on where I go with it, I may be able to cover them up, or they may just like add detail.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yep.
So, and I'm going to use my CXC threads, matching which DMC numbers I can.
Yep.
And I have substituted some that I don't have or that I preferred, you know.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So
slightly different colour or brighter or whatever.
For me, I'm stitching it on this, and it's folded in half.
That's only half of it.
Yep. And it is 28 count grey Brittany, which I bought from Crafty Threads. Now this is the fabric that I've fallen in love with because I've got it from Divine Beasts.
Yeah.
And I've got it, I think I've got it for a couple of other fabrics as well. I mean, patterns as well. Now with mine, I changed the colours up. So I've got my colours still to Flosstube. But there was a couple of colours in there that I wasn't really like in love with.
Feeling it?
Yeah. So I was like, nah, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that.
Yeah,
See, pink to me is not really a Halloween-y colour.
But it is a treat colour.
It is a treat colour. But there was a couple of the yellowy, greeny ones in there, like especially in the word trick, I didn't like. So I have changed a few colours and that's worked out that.
Yep.
I'm keeping it in my magical bag. See? Magical cupcakes.
Okay.
So, our next one is our
Another
lovely...
Sal.
Yeah, another Sal. Our lovely friend Denise is having a birthday in October and she doesn't want to stitch anything Halloween for her birthday, Sal. And when I was at Coco talking to her, she was like, I don't really know what to do. I'm like, leave it with me. I'll organise it. We'll do it. We'll, put the word out there.
I'll boss you around and tell you what you're doing.
No. I gave her free reign of what she wanted to stitch. I asked her, who's your favourite designer? And I gave her a few different prompts like she could work with. Anyway, she came up with the blue flower. So I was like, oh, excellent, because I have a few of those patterns at home. So, what are you stitching?
Yeah, so then Roy told me about it, and I wasn't going to do it initially, but then I went and had a look at their website, and they had this cute little Halloween one.
Yeah.
So it still fit in with my Halloween stitching. It's called Haunted Hounds.
Yeah, so cute.
And yeah, so it's just in their free pattern section, and I'm stitching it on this, it's pale grey Ada. I don't know if you can tell it, it's grey. I'll put something white next to it, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, 14 count, pale grey Ada. I'm hoping that the white in the dogs will show up in that.
I think it will.
Yeah. And it's only a small one. It's 54 by 40 stitches. And in markup it tells me it's 1009 stitches. So that shouldn't take too long.
Cute.
There's not much back stitch just in the handles of their Halloween trick-or-treat
buckets,
I guess they are. So I'm mostly using my unknowns, but I am using 1 week's dye works because they do have a variegated thread in it, and I don't have that one. It's a DMC Colour Variations one that they use. So I looked at what I had in my sort of variegated threads, and I've pulled out week's dye works Schneckly.
Ooh, what colour is Schneckly?
This is Schneckly.
So it's like a goldy kind of colour.
Yeah. So it will be used on the middle hound because, yeah, that was one they in the pattern used peanut brittle colour.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, I need that. And that's a DMC Colour Variations 4129, but I don't have that. So rather than going and buying it, I'm just using what's in my stash. So that was about as close as I could get to it. And I think that'll look all right.
FYI, I'd need to let you know, I love peanut brittle.
Okay. I don't have.
You got me thinking about it.
I don't have peanut brittle, so you can't eat it.
No, but you've got me thinking about it now. Okay, and the one that I'm doing is not a Halloween pattern. It is called Seasons of the Heart, Hearts for Pam. So the blue flower did all the Seasons of the Heart patterns. And then when Pam from Cottage Garden Threads had to go in for heart surgery, she had to take some time off work. So this was originally released as a fundraiser for her to raise some funds to help her through.
It is
and
what
her
I
family
want to do
through.
at some point too.
So it's all the Australian animals and flora and fauna. Get both of it out. Yes. So it is charted with all Cottage Garden Threads. However, I'm using about half. I forgot to bring it with me, so I'm going to insert a picture of the fabric with the threads on it. So you will see there's some DMC and there's also some Cottage Garden Threads. Thank you very much to Denise for helping me choose the Cottage Garden Threads because we chose ones that would visually show there's a variation. Because in some of these motifs, they're so tiny that you can't really see the variation.
Yeah.
And Denise has actually stitched this one already, and so that helped me pick which ones I wanted to spend the money on for Cottage Garden. So my goal for this one is to complete the colour 3362, and that is the border and also the heart.
Oh, okay.
So in that is 1,234 stitches. So that's only 40 a day.
We're going to add these up at the end. I'm telling you, I want to know what she's got to stitch every day to get all these to where they need to be.
I forgot to tell the details for Touch of Magic.
Oh.
Did I tell it? Oh, I forgot the Nora Corbett one too. Okay, going back to Gwen, Nora Corbett. My goal was 1,500 stitches. It's a new start, so it'll be 50 a day. For Touch of Magic, the goal was 10%. It's a new start, so it's 30 a day.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
We're up to date now.
All right. Okay, so another new start I would like to get onto is called At My House by Flossabilities. Now, when I saw this one on their Etsy shop, I just thought I have to have this one because you can see it says it's always Halloween at my house. And if you've seen this before, you know I love Halloween stitching and I could stitch it every day.
Oh, I just thought, I hope they come out with it. It's always Christmas at my house because I could do that one.
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah. Put it out there.
So I am using this lovely fabric from Number 12 Stitch Co. It's an 18 count Ada. I don't know the name of it, but it could have been her salted caramel. I know she has a salted caramel. It looks very
I was going to
similar.
say it looks very light caramel.
Yeah. So I just think that's beautiful. And I bought that at the first retreat we went to because Nicola was there with a store.
Yeah, she was.
And she was clearing out the Ada fabrics that she had. So they were actually a very good price because she's focusing on linen now. She doesn't dye Ada anymore. And I just thought that would be a nice colour to put behind that one. Just sort of a neutral, you know, so that hopefully the lighter colours still show up on it. Yep. I'm using mostly called for colours for it because most of it's DMC, but there's a few other ones, specialty ones in there. I did buy some of them from Denise at Coco. So there's a couple of Gentle Arts ones and a couple of Weeks Dye Works ones. So I got one of the Weeks Dye Works ones that's called for, and another one I substituted because it was for the moon and like the stars and the lights in the house. And it is actually a variegated one, but when I looked at it in person, it didn't have a lot of variegation to it.
Yeah.
But right next to it, so that was Moon Glow was the called for. But right next to it, in numbers and everything, was Lemonade. And that's a yellow with like more variegation to like not quite white, but
creamy kind of colour.
So I decided to substitute that one. And one of the Gentle Arts threads that they suggest is basically black. So I'm like, I'm just going to use DMC 310 rather than get like, you know, that's for like the words and the witch and the bats.
I've looked at a few different variegated blacks and I find it very hard to be able to determine that there is a difference. You know what I mean? So
so I didn't bother with that one. I thought I'll just use 310 for those bits. And so the variegated ones, the moon, stars and the house basically will be variegated. And the rest will just be DMC.
Nice.
So that's that one. Obviously it's a new start, so I don't have any stats to share with that at the moment.
Next
up for me is another Flossabilities pattern. And this is one I bought at Coco. And this is one that Amy from Anxiety.Stitched bought as well. So I'm happy to kick off a sale with her to do this one. It's called Trick or Treat Town. Obviously you can see that there. And I'm going to use the called for DMC colours for that one. It was all DMC. Although I did think if I had enough of the lemonade, I might do the moon in that as well. Yeah,
that could be cool.
I'm going to stitch this one on a Belfast linen, 32 count. And it's from Sharon at Crafty Threads. And she just calls it grey stars because you can see that there is stars on there, which will save me stitching every single one of these teeny tiny little stars up the top on the pattern. The bigger ones I may still stitch depending on where they end up in relation to some of these things. But yeah, they're all just like random confetti stitches all over the place, and I'm just like, I didn't want to do that.
Carrying thread everywhere.
I didn't want to do that. Yeah. And I went through and had a look at what I had in my stash, and I thought that was a good colour, and because it's already got stars on it, that would work well for me.
Excellent.
For that one.
Alrighty. The next one for me is a new start, and it is called Ghost Story Sampler. Now, this one was on my Spooktober list last year.
Didn't get to it.
Didn't get to it. So, I'm going to be starting. I've got a lot of carryover from last year, and a lot will further carry over to next year.
Some of the bigger ones for sure.
Yeah. So for this one, I'm going to be stitching it on this grey fabric, which is called Vintage Grey, and it's a 32 count. It's, I might have to go that way. It's a large piece.
I can't even hold it.
And I got this from Sharon at Crafty Threads. So look at that beautiful grey. This was the one I had option 1 or option 2. This was option 1 and the light purple was option 2. And I was umming and ahhing, and then my husband said, go the grey. I was like, okay, because I showed him the pattern. Now this one, my goal is to do, we'll have to put the cover photo back up so you can understand what I'm talking about. The goal is to do the 3 lines under Boo. So where it says Boo, Eek, Witch, there's a line underneath it. And then there's the creepy crawlies, which,
I'm not looking.
Yeah, don't look. And then we've got the word spooky in the candy corn. And then there's like some leaves, which look like autumn leaves to me. And then jack-o'-lantern. So everything from that line to jack-o'-lantern is what my goal is. That equates to 1,749 stitches. Couldn't be one more, could it? 1,750. No, it'd be 49.
Yeah.
Or 18.96%. So that works out to be 57 stitches per day. So I thought that's a good way to start that one. Yeah. Because I want to start it in the middle to make sure I leave enough around the outsides, because I don't know whether I'm going to frame it yet or make it into a wall hanging. So if I made it into a wall hanging, I'd only need 1/4 of an inch around it. Yeah. But, we'll see how we go. So yeah, that's that one. Oh, that was by Nancy Greenberg of Pickle Barrel Designs, and I got it out of one of the magazines. I just cannot remember which one it was.
Yeah. So I remember it being in one too.
I'll do my homework and I'll let you know when I start it.
I have saved that one too because I quite like it as well, but I'm not planning to start it this year.
Yeah.
I've got enough going on already. So the next one I want to start is one that I've been planning for a little while. I kitted it up ages ago and just haven't got to it because obviously it's a Halloween one. I was kind of saving the idea for Spooktober.
Yep.
So it is a free pattern and it's called Halloween 2021 and from Stitchwit. So if you like this one, you should still be able to get it as a freebie on their website. It's not huge. It's 83 by 72 stitches. And I'm stitching it on just plain black Ada, 14 count, because that's what I had in my stash and it'll fit nicely and be, good size. And I'm not, like in the picture, you'll see that it is actually stitched on white in black. So the whole thing only has the one colour. I'm going to change it, obviously, because I'm going to stitch it on black. I'm not stitching it in black. So what I'm going to do is use some of the Silks for You flosses that I have, and I'm going to do the stalk in that green and then the actual pumpkin in this orange here. So the colour for the stalk, the green one, came in the pack that I won from Annette for the Aussie and Kiwi cruises.
Yep.
So it was a Silks for You 12 Days of Christmas for 2023, number 5. And for the pumpkin, it is Silks for You, and it's SPR 24-005. And I can't remember whether that one came in the box or whether I actually bought that one at retreat last year. can't remember.
Yeah.
So
some
anyway.
days it happens.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to use those two to do this because I saw that one. I'm like, oh, I have an idea.
Excellent.
And I looked through and the Silks for You colours will work for that. So
yep.
That's my plan for that one.
Alrighty. The next one for me, now there's a twofer here. A 2-for-1. So both of these next two I've joined kind of together. Then I'm not, to tell you about them, I'm not stitching them together.
No. But they're the same designer.
They are the same designer, Primrose Cottage Stitches.
And same size.
Same size. They're 43 by 43. They're not full coverage though, so they are only tiny. I wanted a couple of tiny ones as like a palette refresher after all the big ones I'm doing.
Something you might possibly get finished in October.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the goal for them is to finish both of them.
Okay.
So if I start one, I finish that one.
And then you start the other one.
Yes.
Yep.
So if my wheels spin, both of them are called Trick or Treat, and then the second one is Eek, Boo, Shriek. Now, when the wheel decides what I'm doing out of those two, let's say it does Trick or Treat first.
Okay.
I'll start on Trick or Treat. If it spins and brings up Eek, Boo, Shriek, we're not doing that. We're stitching Trick or Treat until it's finished.
Put them as one in the wheel.
Nah. It's already done.
The
wheel's already done. So I know what I'm doing.
2 seconds to change it.
I know what I'm doing.
But if it spins up the other one, you'll start that first and not this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So vice versa.
So whichever one spins up first will get started first, and then from then on, whichever one gets spun up, it'll just continue the first one.
Yes. Yep. So if Trick or Treat gets spun first, I start on Trick or Treat. Then if Eek, Boo, Shriek gets spun the next day, no, we're not doing that.
We're going to work on
Trick or Treat until it's finished.
Right.
So if it spins it up 2 more times, and then once Trick or Treat is finished, then if Eek, Boo, Shriek gets spooled up, So then once
I think I'm with you.
Once
Hopefully
Trick or Treat
else is.
once Trick or Treat is finished, then I'll take that off the wheel. So then it only spins Eek, Boo, Shriek.
Yeah.
Whoa, words.
Lots of words there.
Okay. Now, Eek, Boo, Shriek, I have to say that slowly, is going to be stitched on this green scrap of linen. So I just found it in my stash.
That's the right size.
It's probably a better true to life there, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's only 43 by 43, so. And then these will get made into little decorative pillows that we can eventually put up there.
Yay.
And then Trick or Treat will be stitched on this one. Now, this one I got in a mist-dye sale from Paddock Lane Designs. I don't remember what the colour is.
No.
Similar to your mystery pack one that you got from Retreat that you're doing flying lesson on. You know what I mean? So that it came without a name.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure of the name. And obviously it's plenty big enough. You'd probably fit 5 on there, to be quite honest with you. I'm not doing 5, so don't put that in my brain. So yes, those two are both goals for finish. And I've got it in my little Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto bag that I got.
Cute.
Because they're only tiny, so. And then I'll just be using the DMC called for those ones.
Okay.
Alrighty, back to you.
Speaking of little ones, this one's tiny. It's even smaller than your two there.
Yeah.
So this one is called,
if you can believe it.
It's called Floral Ghost Face. Now, I love the movie series Scream.
I don't watch it. I don't know horror.
I didn't think they were that bad. There are worse ones out there. But anyway, it's from Black Waltz Stitching, and it was a free pattern. So it's 29 by 33 stitches. Now, I am just going to do the ghost face. I'm not going to do the flowers because that doesn't fit into what I'm planning. So I am stitching it on this little piece of Ada that I splatter dyed.
Yeah, you hand dyed.
I hand dyed with, I made it a splatter. So, and I plan to do 2 of them, of course, because I'm going to make them into a scissor foot.
Yep.
So it doesn't need to have heaps of room around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like 513 stitches, I think, no, that was the whole thing. It's 303 stitches
just for the face. Yeah.
So I'll be doing that twice.
Yeah.
But, you know, I could potentially get one done one day and one the next maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my teeny tiny one that I'm hoping to be able to get finished and maybe even fully finished not too long after.
Yeah.
So I think this was a scrap of 14 count as well.
Yeah.
And
this is what you use the scraps for, people.
Yeah. Little things. Keep your scraps. Like that's possibly been cut off something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now,
Back
my
to you.
last one is a sale that I'm already doing and I need to keep up with it during October because our goal is to have it finished before retreat.
But it's not a Halloween pattern.
It's not a Halloween pattern. So I've got two that are non-Halloween. So the Hearts for Pam and then this one. So this one is the Floral Pouch by Jareen Jones. And obviously the goal is a finish. Now we have split this into sections. So I don't have a so many stitch per day goal for this one. It's just split into sections and we've already done week 1. Week 2 is current. I need to get onto that because week 3 is coming out in a couple of days' time and, you know, I haven't even I've done 2 stitches out of week 2, so.
Now, this isn't an official sell.
No.
The whole pattern is has been released as one, but just Ro and some friends have broken it down into sections and they've allocated dates where they will start that next section.
Yep. That's right. Exactly. So yeah, we just decided, we sat down together and because we all bought the pattern deciding that we wanted to do this together. And then we sort of just sectioned off our own pieces for the week. So yes, I will be working on that one. And that is about it. I mean, other than trying to have it finished before retreat, I don't have so many stitches per day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to you.
All right.
Last one?
Mine, lucky last one, is another pattern that I bought from Coco X Stitch. I saw it on the shelf and I was just like, wow, that's cool. So it's called Witch's Brew.
Yeah.
From Kesslin's. And I'm stitching it on a 16 count Ada that I hand dyed myself.
Look at it. Isn't it awesome?
Because I couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah, look, let me show you. Like, look, it's almost the same.
That's what I was going for. I couldn't find anywhere that had a similar colour fabric.
Yeah.
And I still had some of the tie-dye.
Yes.
Fabric dyes. So, and there was a bright green in there. And I'm like, perfect. And I'm really happy with how it came out. So, and I'll just be stitching it in DMC 310.
Yep. Monochromatic.
Yeah, I was having a think about something else. But I think I'm no. No. I don't know. Maybe I'll add some colour. I don't know. I'll see how I feel when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Because obviously the appeal with monochromatic patterns is that you don't have to change colours. You just keep stitching the same colour over and over again.
And for me, I don't know about for you, but for me, when it's one colour and it's a lot of one colour, it goes so quick.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll think about it. I'm looking at the pumpkin moon maybe, you know, could be another colour or something.
Bright white or...
something. Yeah. I don't know.
Are these little bats here? Are they buttons?
Yeah, so they have got buttons, but they're in the pattern you can stitch them.
Oh, okay.
So since I don't have bat buttons, I will have to stitch them.
Excellent.
But yeah, the fabric that they used is from Picture This Plus, and I could have ordered it from an Australian supplier, but it could have taken up to like 12 months or something, and it was expensive.
I was going to say, it probably would have been expensive,
Comes from America. So I, dyed my own and
fair enough.
Happy with the colour it came out with because I think it'll just be perfect on there and it'll just pop.
Yeah, nice.
So there you go.
Okay, so you ready? I've added up the projects. Now, this is not including Halloween Quaker because starting on the 31st, and I'm going to get as much as I can get done on that day. It's not including Trick or Treat or Eek Boo Shriek, and it's not including the floral pouch. So 8 out of 11 patterns.
That she actually has a number of stitches goal.
Per day. Equals 891 per day.
You can probably do that.
Now, that is not undoable for me.
Undoable?
It's not unattainable.
Not impossible.
I can reach that. Usually I'm at home, not got 100 other things I've got to do, which is rare now.
We'll see.
But yeah, usually, I can reach that. But yeah, it just depends on how exhausted I am, what's happening, how life is going, all the things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
but
at the end of the day,
certainly some days you'll be able to do that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just a goal to reach towards. It's not like life or death. So
it's not set in cement.
Set in stone. Yeah. So
it's a goal.
We'll see how we go.
It's an attainable goal, but it's not an essential goal.
Yeah. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Well, that's it for our Spooktober plan.
What are you guys working on for Spooktober? Are you doing Spooktober? Are you stitching something else because you don't do Halloween?
If you do Halloween, are you doing any of the ones we're doing?
Yeah.
Join us. We'll make it a sell.
Yep. Although half of them are probably a sell anyway. But
possibly. Some of them are.
But yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, if you want to join in, let us know what you're doing. Let us know if you think we should have one in our Spooktober session, like projects that we have shown before that you think should have made the cut. Because I know when we were at Stitchy Meetup and I was looking at my list, I was like, oh, but I really want that one and I really want that.
She got told. Nope.
I was like, if I finish one, can I put another one in?
Nope.
But I'm interested to know if you have liked any of our patterns that you think could be Halloween type patterns.
I have plenty.
Yeah, what you think we should have been stitching on.
I have to limit what I'm doing.
Yeah, we all have,
I have so many Halloween patterns. It's just not funny.
See, I really wanted to start Moons Out, Brooms Out. You know, the one I showed that reminded me of Bewitched?
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't make the list, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
So, it is what it is.
Yep, that's right.
Until we make clones of ourselves. Just be
or learn to live without sleep, or, the kids get old enough to feed themselves and things.
Yeah. Well, we still got to feed us. Or maybe they can feed us. Maybe
when I get old and decrepit, that's exactly what I expect them to.
You still plan to be stitching then, right?
Exactly, yeah. Maybe I can teach them to feed me while I'm stitching.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't have to stop to eat.
Yeah, you just
feed me.
Clean foods, not messy foods.
No, don't want anything dripping on my way.
No, you don't want no spaghetti bolognese on your cross stitch. All right. Speaking of food, we need to go have lunch.
We do.
It's crazy here. It's crazy down. Okay.
Until next time.
Stay crafty.